Hey guys, Salvador here with Detailers Growth. Today I'm sitting down with Nathan of A1 Car Care. How are you doing, Nathan?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You've been with us for quite a bit. I want to say 3 months now, going on three
Yeah.
months.
Mhm.
Awesome, man. Can you walk through what business was like before coming on board? And I know you said, I remember our first call, you mentioned that you had worked with a previous agency, right? So can you kind of walk through like I guess just kind of like your journey, but more specifically with like what you've done previously with marketing.
What's it called? Before that agency, I was doing everything on my own with another business partner of mine. Like, everything was going great, but since me and him split up, I didn't know exactly how he was doing the marketing.
Mm,
So that's what we had. When I got into my second business partner, we had decided to hire this agency that he was hiring before he met me. And it was going well the first month, but after that first month, second month was complete garbage. The third month was garbage as well. There was really little to no communication. And then what's it called? Also, they weren't closing the leads because they were the ones to close everything for us.
got it.
We even got to the point where we got so frustrated that maybe they didn't understand our area because we're a Mexican Hispanic population where I'm at.
Yeah.
We thought that maybe they didn't understand them. So we started trying to do the calls ourselves. And they weren't even giving us any advice. They weren't giving us a script. They weren't, trying to help us. They said, okay, you want to take care of it yourself? You go right ahead, right? Try it. So it didn't work out. We decided not to go with them anymore. And then I split up with that guy and I've been on my own and I did my own marketing and it was going all right. It wasn't as good as, not as great as this.
So just to clarify, when you say you were doing your own marketing, what did that look like? Was that Google ads, Facebook ads? What
It
did that
was,
look like?
it was only Facebook and Instagram ads. I was only doing $250 at most on each
Yeah.
ad. And it was all right. It did bring a lot of views in. It did get a lot of people interested, but it was low quality leads. It wasn't high quality as you guys bring in for me. And I had been seeing you guys, I think since December of 2022 or November of 2022
What?
when I first did my ads on my own. I saw you guys pop up. I saw your videos and everything like that. So I've been interested. And then when I was already getting to the point where like, man, I just want to bring in more jobs and I have a sustainable business, but I wanted to grow.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the leap of faith. And I'm so glad I did. You guys have brought in so much revenue, honestly. And I know there's more potential to come just
Oh
because of
yeah.
those messages.
Yes.
And it's called, like, for example, in just this past month, I believe we have done already like 7 vehicles in the coatings, which are all my showroom packages. They're all at 1300. And then this week, we just received a Porsche Macan, and then that's also a showroom package. And then the TRX that we just did, he's going to be bringing in his AMG G Wagon this week, and it's getting the showroom package as well.
Yeah.
So and there's still, like 3 people that want to get on the schedule,
Yes. Yes.
but I could only do so much. I'm only a two-man team, which I'm honestly thinking of bringing on 2 more people in the next week or 2 weeks. So hopefully,
That's dude, that's
yeah,
exciting. That's
yes.
very exciting. So, just to kind of backtrack a little bit, you tried running your own ads. It didn't work out the way you wanted it to. You just maybe it was the account setup, the ads themselves, but you eventually decided that, hey, maybe I should just hop on board, see what this guy's all about. I've seen his videos. Let me hop on a call with him. But between from when you started running your ads to when you reached out, what was like the biggest hurdle that you had to overcome before reaching out?
What do you mean exactly? I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, let me reword that. Hold on, let me see. Okay. So from when you started running your own ads late winter to when you reached out to us and came on board, what kept you from working with us sooner? Like what was going through your mind
Okay.
around that time?
Honestly, the expense. Because I knew with the previous agency we were working with, they're roughly in the same ballpark as you guys.
Right.
And what's it called, it was just that expense, like I know that you guys are going to be asking a certain amount, and then I know I had to put in a certain amount for the ads as well. So
Right.
I was just like, I just got to take the leap of faith. But it was honestly that. It was
Yeah.
honestly that. And
Okay.
what's called, I was just scared of, wasting money.
Yeah.
That's
No.
yeah,
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 because I mean, you were working with another agency for months and you didn't get nearly the results that you were hoping for, right?
exactly.
Okay. So now that we know your previous experience, the kind of results you've gotten with us, can you walk somebody through who might be in your same shoes or was in the same shoes where they were running their own ads, maybe working with a previous agency, but give them a little sneak peek on what coming on board with us looks like?
Yeah, if you're on the fence and you are not sure on what to do on your marketing, but it's definitely like something that you don't even understand because I was like that. I didn't understand how to do the marketing or anything like that. I tried to look up YouTube videos and stuff, but I didn't understand it. So if you are on the fence about that and you rather pay someone, take the leap of faith. And definitely with you guys. It also goes down to if you're gonna do it with Sal, um, you better be ready to answer so many messages.
Yes.
You
So,
better be ready.
yeah, and one thing I do want to highlight is just something that came to mind is for the most part, the playbook is there. It's already been proven, tested. The playbook itself to turn a lead to a customer is there.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like the way you go about it, the approach, what you say, the script, the kind of resources that you get, especially when
The
you come on board with us.
the little things matter. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
So, like, for example, right, you can get a sales script, but if it's not formatted the same way that, like, I guess most sales scripts that I see are exactly that. They're just sales scripts, right? They're not really, I guess, the approach that we take where it's more laid back. We ask questions, we make sure that we set expectations. So it's like little things like that that I think we focus on improving that makes a big difference. And also, like when you came on board, I basically said, like, hey man, this isn't easy. Like if it was easy, everybody else would be doing it. There is going to be effort on both ends, right? And that's kind of the partnership that we have. So I guess just anybody watching, if you're interested in coming on board and you don't want to run your own ads, you want to just outsource it to somebody, just know that just like what Nathan has seen is yes, you're going to get a lot of leads, but there's a lot of work to get to, right? Making sure those leads are the highest quality, right? Making sure that we're nailing down the sales process. Because I think those things are the things that make or break the kind of growth that you can see when you come on board with us.
Mhm.
So just to kind of double click on that, Nathan, when you came on board and you got access to the sales training, what did that learning process look like? Because you joined the coaching calls like every single week. You went through the
Yeah,
training material. Yeah, can you walk through like exactly what that looks like?
yeah, just constant support. You already have a team, so you have a clientele that they know what they're doing, and especially for someone like myself, I know the business aspect, but I don't know the marketing, and I could definitely use some help on the sales. You guys, man, you guys nailed it. Any questions I had, even from you, if I had like in the very beginning, I asked you, should I respond to them quickly? Should I let them wait?
Yeah.
And you said no, respond to them, respond to them as soon as you can. So I was like, okay, let me do that. But even those guys in those sales team calls and everything, those in those help calls, support calls, they've really motivated me. They gave me a guide. Honestly, it has sent me in the right direction to the point where I know I'm confident enough already.
Yes.
Yeah, even my employee, most of the time he hears the calls because I'm there with him
Yeah.
and he tells me like, damn, they sound like they know what they're saying, you know?
Yeah.
And what's it called? It's so trippy. And he even tells me, you better listen to them. And I'm like, no, I am because he's been a buddy of mine since the eighth grade. And
Yeah.
what's it called? It's just, it's crazy. He even tells me, I'm so proud, you're doing something awesome, bro. And but those sales calls, those support calls, man, dude, they will take you far if you don't know what you're doing. What's it?
Yes.
They
100%.
yes,
So what Nathan is talking about, just for people listening, every week, every single Wednesday, we have live sales coaching calls. So if you're a client of ours, you can hop on. They're not taught by me, they're actually taught by a sales coach who
Mhm.
has a ton of experience with sales, and he runs his own detailing shop, specifically selling ceramic coating. So the information that he's giving you is like the most up to date, the best source of information, right? It's not coming from me. I'm just the marketing guy, right? But this, like, if you have like a tactical question of like, hey, this person said this, what do I say when this happens? Those sales coaching calls are where we get those ironed out.
And then the cool thing is you don't have just one mind. You have like four minds
Yeah,
that are like, yeah, you have Khalil, you have man, the guy with attention to details, and
yep,
then
Aaron,
Eric,
Patrice, yeah, yeah,
and Ray, I believe, right?
yeah.
Ray.
So the cool thing
Yeah,
is like
you have four
obviously
guys.
any client can join the coaching calls, but I think it's like the people that join are there to help, right? And some
Yes.
people just hop in, they're listening, they just want to like see what other people are doing, and
Yeah.
it's a great place to like bounce ideas, feedback off of each other. So I think that's why, especially when it comes to detailers growth, like you're not just getting the advertising, right? You're not just getting leads, you're
Exactly.
getting the sales training, the support, the ongoing supports. So I think Nathan, like, dude, I'm proud of you, man. You're actually like, putting your foot down, you're actually actioning the scripts. I remember when you first came on board, you're like, hey man, can I get that sales script? Can I get the sales training access?
Yeah, yeah.
And dude, you just ate it up, man. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of that's showing like from what you're implementing, what you're testing, and the fact that you're so open to like just restructuring your packages in a more simplified way that we found works the best.
That
You're
worked.
seeing,
You guys blew
yes,
my mind with that, bro. You guys blew my mind with that. I was one to have a whole list of like just different packages. And
yes,
then Aaron was like, no, man, just two. Make one
yes,
economical, make one like expensive. Dude, no, everyone wants the expensive one. Everyone wants,
yeah,
that. And it's just perfect. It's so
yes.
less complicated. And then it pushes away all the people that are not very serious. It's perfect, man. You guys, you honestly, Sal, have, you guys have nailed it on this. And I'm gonna stick around like as long as that I can. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stick around. Yeah.
love it, man. Yeah, so just a little nugget for everybody listening. What we found works the absolute best is just having two packages, right? You don't want to overwhelm your leads or anybody you're talking with who has an interest in a ceramic coating. You just want to make things super simple for them. Don't give them way too many options. Just give them two options. First one is going to be your entry level coating package. This is going to be a 1 year, 3 year, maybe a 5 year with a one step or a paint
Hmm.
enhancement. You're going to price
Exactly.
that a lot lower than you would your high end package. So the second package is going to be that high end package. You're going to want to basically include everything, right? And then when you simplify it like that with those two packages, now when you're talking with leads, it becomes so much easier to explain everything you need to. It's only two packages. They're not overwhelmed with a ton of choices, with a ton of variables. Like, you can mix and like what I see a lot of people before they make that change is they almost present it like a Subway or like a Chipotle menu where you can mix and match
Yeah.
and create your own. But that works great for like the food industry. But with detailing, you don't want to overwhelm somebody with too many choices, especially when they're on the phone, right? They only want to talk for 10, 20 minutes, right? And for you and your staff, it becomes so much easier to just say, hey, these are the only two packages that we offer. This is exactly what they include. You set the expectations and boom, it becomes so much easier to sell.
Yes, it does.
Awesome, man. And I'm glad, dude. I like a lot of clients are not open to restructuring their pricing or their packages that way, but it makes a lot of sense when you
Yeah.
actually are talking with the leads. You want to get to the most like efficient way of selling, and that's what we found works the best.
Mhm. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm honestly glad that I'm on board and I took that leap of faith. And you know what? It's like kind of ran with what Ray was doing on his
Oh
videos,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Videos
and
are another thing.
that works.
Um, like, and obviously, like everything we're outlining now is it's not just one specific thing that's going to blow up your business. It's just like little things that you do consistently that just compound.
Yeah.
So like I guess when like if you're watching this, right, you might think that it's just you just need one ad to take off to explode your business. But that's not
No.
always the case. It's usually like the thinking behind the ad, the reasoning, and that kind of just compounds and takes time. But you definitely see those returns over. Luckily for you, Nathan, it was like within the first month, but like that going into that second month when we made all those changes, I think that's what really exploded
Yes.
your business. It's just like, okay, on your end, you're refining the sales process, the sales script, you're handling how to overcome the most common objections. On our end, we're just trying to optimize for lead quality. And
Yes.
I think those two things they compound over time
Mhm.
100%. But yeah, Nathan, when it comes to your business, so Nathan, you're building up a great team. What does the future look like for your detailing business?
I'm going to be soon opening up a shop. That's been my goal. And honestly, with the way it's going and everything, I think I should be opening up a shop before the end of this year and just do a whole bunch of showroom packages and then also offer new things like a higher end package because I know that 1300 package that I have is just suited perfectly for my home, my
Yeah,
garage. Yeah, and once I get that shop, for sure, I'm gonna be at least charging 2 grand, and but adding more value, like what how Patrice does it, of like wheels off, all the
yeah,
liners coated, calipers coated, suspension coated. I'm gonna be doing that. Like I know that's gonna blow up here. No one does that here where I am, and I want to do that. And like how I told you when we first got on the call, all the clients that I have ever done a full detail or ceramic coating to, I get them on my monthly maintenance. So I either visit them every 2 weeks or once a month. And the way I've always said to my wife is it's great that we can make a large sum of money off of them one time, but what's even better is we're consistently making an extra $100 to $200 a month off of them. And
yeah.
then for a lifetime, man, like these customers that I've had already for like 4 years, and like the sky's the limit now with getting all these coatings in and keeping them on that monthly visit because I'll get my shop. I want to at least have 3 or 4 bays, have guys working on the vehicles. I want to get out of the labor. I want to be like Aaron, answering calls, booking, working on the background.
And that's another cool point about just coming on board is you get access to other people who have already done that.
Yes.
So like you mentioned, Aaron, he's already gone through that entire process of going from mobile detailing to in a shop with I think last coaching call where he showed his team, I want to say there was like 10 people there,
Yeah, dude.
which is insane in such a short period of time. But like he knows what that game plan looks like. He knows like what the bottlenecks are. Like he's actually done when he made the first transition to coatings, he was doing very low ticket, which was great because like at that point he was able to do that, right? Low overhead,
Mhm.
not as many employees. But then he's like, dude, I need to switch to higher pricing. And now
Yeah.
he's like high volume, high price. So like from A to Z, that entire process, you already know what it looks like, and you
Yeah,
have Aaron as a resource.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
man.
that's what I want to be. That's what I want to get to. Like all those guys that are in the calls with us, they're inspirations. But I've noticed no one does this. No one does the maintenance.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what I want to do. I want to be different in my area. And I want to offer all those high-end packages, but also have at least 3 mobile units moving, taking care of everyone that we have ever taken care of regularly every month, building a relationship, building a clientele, and then continue to get referrals through word of mouth, but also have that marketing that you guys do.
Yeah. I mean, the more the marketing grows, the more, like you mentioned, that maintenance client list grows.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%, man. Awesome, man. Well, just to wrap things up, I'm very excited I'm proud of you, man. Like from
Appreciate it.
like I remember that first conversation, dude. Like I won't go into the details, but man, dude, your transformation has
I
been
had my guard up, bro.
yeah.
I'm
Uh,
not gonna lie, I had my guard up.
you
No,
had
I we built a relationship, right? It's good to see that, you know what, you're a man of your word as well, Sal. You did what you had to
Appreciate
do.
that.
And what's it called? You know, like, and it's great, you know. It's like it's not something that I really thought that was gonna work. I was
Yeah, man.
honestly, I was honestly like, it's fine if I blow
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But
Um,
it's working.
yeah, man. And dude, like what you just mentioned with like your future plans, that's not even including like adding on other services once you're in a shop. Now you can do
Yep.
PPF, window tint.
Yep. But
Yes.
the thing is that I need
Yeah.
to find
Yeah.
people that do window tint really good work because man, if I could, my father had did window tint, car alarms, stereos, anything you name it of
Yeah.
electrical,
Yeah.
cosmetic, stuff like that. He did that for 30 years. You know, he passed away 4 years ago. But man, he passed away 4 years ago and I immediately started my business. And what's
Wow.
it called? Yeah, like I wanted to take that leap of faith. And I regret not learning his trade. But man, if he was here, I knew he would have been able to help me. But I learned a lot just watching him of the quality. It goes down to the quality of work. And
Yeah.
then what's it called? Word of mouth would reach. But at the same time, of course, he didn't do anything of like online marketing or anything like that. But what's it called? You do good work, you show them your experience, you show them that you're worth something, people are gonna pay. And what's it called?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to be able to kind of like mingle with the people that he used to mingle with so I could find those good window tinters, those good car alarm installers, those good audio sound system installers. You know, the PPF, man, there's only one guy in my area and he does an awesome job. And he has his own business and everything, right? He does auto detailing and ceramic coating just like me.
Yeah.
But what's it called, he kills it in the PPF. And what's it called? I know Patrice says you don't have any competition. Your only competition is yourself. But you know
Yes.
what, bro? I like to compete. And
Yeah.
what's it called? It drives me. So if I could find someone that does really awesome PPF, man, I'm gonna make that guy run for his money.
Yeah.
And but it'll be nice. I'm not trying to be overly cocky or anything like that, but
Oh yeah.
take it day by day. And like I always tell everyone, uh, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of patience. I
A
may
lot
be
of hard
young,
work too. Yeah.
a lot of hard work. It's like I was watching. I just saw this little video yesterday, and it was just a quick little inspirational video. It said, "Hard work will make you an easy life. Easy work will make you a hard life." And I was just like, "Dang, you know what? It's so true." So it's it called just put in the time and effort. Don't lose what's it called track of what you're doing, and then of course call up Sal for all your marketing.
I love
Gonna
it, man.
help
We'll
you
go ahead.
out, man.
Awesome. I love it, man. We'll go ahead and end
Yeah,
things there. Nathan, thank you so much for your time, man.
yes, sir. Of course.
Alrighty.